You're watching WDHN News.
Have you covered a hurricane like this before?
I have never covered a hurricane of this magnitude before.
Until this thing is over with, we're with you through the storm.
We're witnessing a historic event, one of a storm of a generation.
The winds surrounding the center are up to 140 miles per hour. If you know family or friends who live along the coast, just tell them to get out of there while they still can.
Category 4 is unprecedented in more than 150 years of recorded weather history.
Down at the coast, they're going to be dealing with catastrophic damage. The coast is going to be forever changed by this storm.
It's not a matter when you're going to get a hurricane, it's just when it's going to happen.
I cannot stress to you how urgent this storm is. We are on the verge of a Category 5 hurricane coming right in Panama City Beach into our viewing area. We are live and local because we care about you and your family today. We are live streaming all of our broadcasts today on the website DothanFirst.com and on the apps as well.
We are tracking Hurricane Michael, which has rapidly intensified overnight. It is now officially a major hurricane, a Category 4 storm. The Florida Panhandle has never, in the history of record keeping since 1851, had a Category 4 storm at landfall. This is just the beginning, folks. The rain's only going to get heavier and the wind is only going to get stronger at this point.
You always say, we're due, we're going to get one of these storms, and here we are. So how are things on the county side preparation wise right now?
Well, we plan and we prepare for this, and we always hope that it never comes, but it's coming.
The storm is just, plainly put, it's terrifying looking on satellite imagery.
The weather conditions are definitely deteriorating. The driving conditions are definitely deteriorating.
We just on this minute hit hour number 4 of coverage. We enter hour number 5, continuous coverage here on News 18. If you go to the shelter and nothing happens to your home, great. If you go to the shelter and your home is completely decimated, you're alive at the end of the day. Now, a home is just a material object, friends. You are alive and valued by your community, your family, and loved, and so that's what you got to think about. It's not about furniture, it's not about homes, it's not about walls, it's not about property. It is about you. So that's the bottom line here today.
Be prepared to be without power for a couple of days because it's going to take a while to get the grid back in order.
As you can see, this weather has definitely picked up tremendously over the past hour here in Dothan.
Things are already getting to pick up. As you can see, the rain is coming down, the wind's starting to pick up.
This thing is mean looking. Everything that you see there in red on radar, that is where the major hurricane force winds are. So we're talking about winds in excess of 110 miles per hour or greater.
We knew that it just wasn't worth the risk, so we decided Monday evening to go ahead and book a room here in Dothan.
This storm is making landfall just to the northwest of Mexico Beach, pretty much in the Tyndall Air Force Base area.
We understand that our Panama City station has lost power at this time, so we are welcoming quite a few new viewers to our internet stream. We kind of want to update you as to what's going on. To our folks on the Gulf Coast, we are going to take care of you through this. We understand that this is a very horrifying part of the storm right now, and so we are going to walk you through this step by step as if you are our very own.
This storm, as far as the reading from the Hurricane Center, it is 1 mile per hour shy of being a Category 5 storm right now as it makes landfall.
If you're in Dothan and the Wiregrass, I want you to take these images that we are showing you from the Gulf Coast to heart right now, and let's get it together as far as what you've got to do to be ready for this moving into our area, because winds are already picking up. We've gotten plenty of rain, but this is really only the beginning for us. What you see in Panama City Beach right now is coming in our direction. If you're within the sound of my voice and watching on a television screen, you're in the path, and so you need to be ready for this. You need to locate interior safe places in your home. Raw power there in that water and the fury of this hurricane as it moves on shore. Wow, unbelievable.
Once the winds really start picking up, we are going to hear the wind howling through our tower. If you've ever been out by our location in Webb, we have about almost 1,000 foot tower next to the building.
The destruction is going to be very real. Once we get to come up for air along the coastline and take a look at this, we may be very astonished at what we see, friends.
And made landfall, say, around Apalachicola, the Appalachian Bay area, all that water.
Guys, it is nothing to mess around with. From our television station, concerned about the high winds and our tower close to the building. So that's why we're heading to the EMA, making sure that we're safe, making sure that we can continue to broadcast there. We've got some technology that'll take you through and allow you to see Ben, Stanfield, Mandy here. You'll be able to watch them shortly, but you're watching kind of a behind-the-scenes look on how we're going to get these guys there and get them back up on the air pretty quickly.
Greetings, friends. We are live on Facebook, WDHN News. We've kind of had to move around, so the station is on the move right now. For those of you watching from Dothan, Enterprise, Ozark, Mariana, in the Wiregrass area, we are in the worst of the worst right now, and probably going to get worse than that. So we're in downtown Dothan, and the wind picking up. We have had some serious gusts down here at our location. We've got that big tower on top of our television station, the big broadcast tower, and so we bailed. We had to get out of there because that tower starts swaying in the wind. You got heavy wind gusts, and you know, those things will fall. So we moved on, and we're kind of on the go now. And so we're going to continue to stay in touch with you this way. We started this morning at 4:30, and we're on all day. So I think did we hit 11 hours before we got booted? Yeah, so almost pushing 12 straight hours.
We made it out. We encountered a lot of debris on the roadways and stuff, and we're not even dealing with the hurricane force wind just yet here in the Wiregrass. It's getting bad now as far as the strongest hurricane force winds coming into the area. We're within shelter of the doorway, but you can probably hear the wind really howling a bit. Of driving rain. It's almost sideways now. We're going to see that pick up even more as we do head through the next, say, hour or so. The recovery effort that's going to begin tomorrow is not going to last just a couple of days. It is going to last likely several weeks, if not months.
Once the sun comes up in the morning, we'll really know the extent of what we're dealing with here.
Yeah, and when that does happen in the hardest hit areas, more outside of Dothan, more to the east and southeast, it is going to be a huge shock for a lot of people.
Our TV station is blocked all the way around. You know, there's 4 or 5 different ways you could get there, and they're all mayhem right now.
We've got a lot of trees, a lot of debris, stuff all over the place. It's hard to go anywhere.
However we can get to you, we're going to do that. We got big trees down here, massive pine trees.
It's not just the Dothan crews that are working. People as far away out of state as Missouri are here to help. This is the first roof that I have seen just riding around this morning here in our area that has come off.
Picking up a rake today, Governor? You're going to get out here and help them a little bit?
We'll see. I don't want to get in the way of progress.
We're still getting you the coverage you need and deserve, because a lot of you don't have power either. So what good is a TV station when no one has a TV?
Little by little, things are coming back to life out there. Even the traffic lights, little by little.
It is almost hard to watch.
Mariana's probably never going to look the same as what it had been.
It's nearly like devastation everywhere.
Gas stations all over our viewing area are swamped right now. This is the scene in Dothan right now. Trucks coming through, and a very welcome sight too. Upwards of 20,000 without power in the city right now.
It just looks like a war zone here. We've got trees down, power lines down. A lot of the roads were impassable.
Back on the air and back in your homes tonight. Thank you for bearing with us through this situation after Hurricane Michael, and it is our great pleasure to be broadcasting once again to southeast Alabama, northwest Florida, and southwest Georgia. We understand that there are some heavy hearts tonight, and of course Hurricane Michael moved through here and caused a lot of destruction, and for everyone who experienced any sort of damage or devastation, our hearts and prayers go out to you tonight.